Hi guys, Martin back with the CarCast of the week. Getting colder, getting darker. Had a haircut, so I feel a little bit better. What a week it's been as well. Stress. Bloody website's killing me. But good news on the website. It will be live within the next day or two. Literally just putting the last few bits to it, and then it'll be live. So there will be a Facebook announcement. Obviously saying that it's gone live. I might put a little video up just saying yes, it's live. But what I would suggest is if you go onto www.wargamesuk.co.uk, it'll just come up with a holding page at the moment where you can sign up and you can sign up for the newsletter. If you haven't already, then obviously a newsletter is going to go out to all the subscribers, which there's a good 400 or 500 of you, to be fair, which is nice to know that you're all waiting. And yeah, you'll get a letter saying it's live and go and buy things on it. It's very possible that we're only going to go live with PayPal though, which is one of the reasons I'm saying it's been a stressful week. We live in 2016, don't we not? 1916, and things just happen. You can click a button and things happen, and card payment services don't seem to run that way. So we take card payments in store. Obviously we've got set up for everything, even American Express, and I thought, alright, I'll get in touch with them, load it in, and apparently my gateway ID to be able to take card payments closed earlier in the year because it didn't activate it, because the website wasn't ready, and they can't just reactivate another one, so it takes up to 2 weeks. Everything's 2 bloody weeks with this website, but it takes about 2 weeks apparently to activate that. So depending on what I manage to sort out today and tomorrow, we might go live just with PayPal, which doesn't make a difference to you. You can still just pay with your credit debit cards, and the payment still comes through. It costs me a little bit more, but I don't care. I just want this site live now, and it looks really good. When it does go live and when you go on it, and I'm saying obviously all this week with the anticipation that by next week you guys will have been on it, find faults with it for me. And if you find something, even if it's a spelling mistake that's wrong, or if a title looks wrong, then with the amount of products that are on there, I can't perfectly check every single product. So I need people to go in and look at the products and just play around with it. Obviously feel free to buy stuff as well, but I need you to find the errors, and then just shoot us an email just saying, oh, product such and such should be called that, or the image is wrong, or the price is wrong, whatever it might be. Let us know. It's the only way we can fix it. We want to run a really good website, because I said months and months ago the calibre of website for the wargaming industry is not very good, to say the least, and they're all very busy, very complicated. The search boxes all work, which is fine, but if you just want to browse the store, then a lot of people's sites just don't seem to lend themselves to it. So we've tried to make ours really user friendly. I've looked at it from a different approach. Most websites seem to try to sell you things. You're coming to my website to buy stuff, so I don't need to sell you anything. You're coming to buy things. I need to make it as easy to buy stuff as possible. So I've tried to look at it from a buyer's point of view rather than a seller's point of view, and hopefully that'll come across to you guys. Hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully it looks nice and swish, one person said, and nice and upmarket and clear and simple to use. But please let me know anything that you think might just be a little bit wrong or could be better, or whatever it is. I'd appreciate it, is what I'm saying. So yeah, get on wargamesuk.co.uk. It's the website. It's all secure encryption when the payments do go through. We don't store your card details or anything like that. Free postage anywhere within the UK and Channel Isles for orders over £40, which compared to a lot of my competitors is quite low. Some of them do that sort of offer over Christmas, but ours is just a permanent thing, and I'm happy to go with that. And that now includes heavy items. I wasn't going to include the likes of board games and such on that because they waste so much money. They waste so much. going to cost a fortune to post. But then the deal that I've managed to get with Royal Mail, who was shocked that I didn't think I'd end up using them, means that it's the same cost for everything you want me to post. So whether you buy one blister or you buy a big 7 kilo box of Aliens versus Predator, it's the same cost to post. So I'm not going to change the postage costs. And I say that also gives me the Channel Isle, so any of the islands off Scotland, Isle of Man, Isle of Wight, Northern Ireland, they all cost the same to post to. European countries and then the rest of the world, they obviously do cost a bit more, but we don't make any money on postage, so whatever you need sending out, the postage will be what it costs, and everything's tracked. So we went through a few different options with the postage, and I didn't want to put a signature on things because, let's be honest, most of you probably aren't at home when the post arrives, so then your neighbours have got to sign for it. But it's all tracked, which means it can be left. I just post it through the door, or typically the parcels will be too big. They can be left with a neighbour or whatever, but you don't require a signature. But I know from a GPS point of view exactly where it is. If there's a problem with anything that needs to be sent back, it's free returns as well, which I think is another big plus point. And hopefully you get the impression, as with everything that we try to do in War Games, is we're doing it to make things as simple as possible. Yes, I need to make money. Yes, I'm a business, but we give a decent level of discounts. We give what I believe to be the best customer service in our industry, and the less problems there are for you guys, the better. So exciting times. The website, it's not 2 weeks anymore, it's 2 days. And say it might be as early as Friday, but given the fact that we don't live in this perfect world where you just click a button and things happen, it might be that when we click the button to go live, that might take 24 hours to action. The weekend might not class as 24 hours, so it might end up being Monday. But if for some reason by next week's CarCast this website's not live, then I'm going to see my arse. Simple as that. Yeah, it's all good, and hopefully if it is live by Saturday, then you'll be able to buy the Burning of Prospero, which is Games Workshop's new game. It sold really well, to the point where I ordered extra in than what I needed, because we'd sold through so much of it already. We're doing that at $79.99, so it's a little bit over our normal 15%, only like another 1% or something, but $79.99 sounds better than £80.75, doesn't it? So that's what we did, that's why we've done it, and yeah, get buying with that. Stock levels will be live. They're not live from the day the website goes live, because we're having, again, first world problems of trying to integrate it with our EPOS system, and I don't understand the technical sides of it, but everything runs on what's called a Magento interface, and Magento 2 is out now, so the website runs off Magento 2, but the EPOS runs off Magento 1, and they don't quite talk to each other. So we need a marriage guidance counsellor to make them talk and make the stock levels live, but for the first short while, then you won't get live stock levels. But what we also are is honest. If you buy something and it's not in stock, then you will get an email instantly, let's say instantly, as instant as I can be, telling you, right, it's out of stock, it's due back in on such and such a day, do you want to continue or not, as the case may be, and we'll get things out. Generally parcels will be with you within 48 hours. If you want next day delivery, you're going to have to pay a little bit more for it, but I think it's only something like £2.99 extra, and you can have it next day. And what else on the website? Alright, so not everything is on the website either. As you can appreciate, 16,000 products was just too much to try and go live with. It's aged me more than building the shop has aged me. And all the big stuff's on there. There's a good range of board games on there as well, but there's more to come. Every week there'll be more products getting added and more ranges getting added. We ultimately can get anything in for you. whether it be tools and accessories, whether it be scale model kits, whether it be paints, whatever it might be, we can get it all in. So you just, again, I know it's not ideal, the websites might just have them on, but until ours has got it on there. If you want to shop with war games, if you want to shop with the best, then if we haven't got it, send us a message and I'll get it. It's kind of as simple as that. But yeah, there'll be, I think we're going live with about 8,000 products, and then there'll be another 8,000 to come. And the 8,000 that are missing are things like Micro Art Studios, for example. They do a range of resin bases which we sell, but they're a nightmare because we haven't got images for every single base, and they must have 1,000 products themselves. So there's those, and then Secret Weapon are the same. And then got the likes of Cromlech miniatures and Dreamforge and stuff like that. They're not things that we sell very often in store, so I elected not to put them on straight away. A lot of the expansions for the board games aren't on there because, again, they didn't. We don't sell. We sell a lot of board games and we do sell a lot of expansions, but trying to put them all on, eventually they'll just get there. So we'll run through. Pre-orders will be on there and such. And yeah, it's an exciting time. War Games website, what's that all about? But yeah, so that's coming up. And I've just mentioned Burning of Prospero, Games Workshop's new game. A lot of buzz about that, which is good. What else is going on? I'm waiting to find out till the 11th of November, I think cut-off is. We've got No Retreat 4, which is the 40k tournament out in Gibraltar. Lawrence from Tabletop Tactics has won the last 3. He's either not playing or is playing a different army this time, so don't know how much easier that makes it to win. But anyway, I've applied and hopefully I'm going to that, so in a few weeks I'll be able to confirm that. I'm not going to Vegas. Thought long and hard about that, and it's a lot of money to go out to Vegas to play, and I think the money can go elsewhere better in the shop. So we're doing that. So I'm not going to Vegas. Plus, I think the wife was a bit too jealous to let me go as well. Right, which one of these do I want to go in? I'm off buying Christmas presents the kids before they all go out to stock everywhere. I'm coming to St Helens to come and get it, but I don't know where I'm driving. What else has been happening? It feels like loads ago. Oh, Malifaux has took off massively in store. One of the customers, Chris, who I've become good friends with over the last year anyway, he's now applied to be a henchman, so hopefully that'll all kick in and take effect soon. And I've come the wrong way, balls. Yeah, hopefully that'll all kick in soon, but we've got a lot of people playing Malifaux in store, which is great. I've got a new crew painted up, so I want to start playing it, and we stock the full range of Malifaux. We always try to have the full range in stock anyway. So if you've got interest in Malifaux and you're local, get in, play some games. It's a really, really simple game to pick up. As with all games, easy to learn, difficult to master, and that's definitely true with Malifaux. But yeah, go and have a play. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going. There you go, I'm in the right place now. Now I've just got to find where the shop I want is. There it is, Smith's Toys, of course, Smith's Toys. The crucial bit now is I'm going in here and I don't want to see the Star Wars Lego, because if I see the Star Wars Lego, I'll buy the Star Wars Lego, and that's not good. Because I just like me Star Wars Lego. But yeah, other than that, so what else is going on in store? We've got, this Sunday coming, any Yu-Gi-Oh players, we've got a sneak peek this Sunday of the new set, Dimensional Invasion or something. I can't remember what it's called actually now. Now I'm actually thinking about it. But there's a sneak peek in for that where you get packs, same as a Magic pre-release where you get packs of the new set. You build a deck out of them and you just play casual games amongst each other, and there's a couple of mats to give out to who I think deserves them, or well, who Dave thinks deserves them. So that's all good. And yeah, I'm not going to carry on, to be fair. Most of this was about the website, so I think we've covered that now. I've pulled up outside the shop, so I'm going to go in, and I'll see you guys next week. Nice one. Check out the website. See you later.